What's going on, people? Yet another video. Um, I don't know if I'll add this one before the other ones, but thank you guys so much for the support on my first video. Again, I was not expecting that many people to see that. Definitely appreciate it. Sorry I look a little grimy. Again, it's California fucking me up mentally a little bit, but yeah, still staying positive, still staying hopeful. Just really rough out here, man. It's just really a hell zone, if you will. Um, it's it's hard, but yeah, I was thinking of the cash flow quadrant because I'm interested in obviously getting into entertainment, not Hollywood or anything like that, just content creation. I've done that in the past, but it never worked out because I wasn't consistent enough. And I obviously didn't realize about how to manipulate the algorithm for YouTube and for Twitch and stuff like that. So, or for just for platforms in general. But now that I have a better understanding, I learned from my failures. Things are better. Especially mentally, I've been doing a lot of meditation. I'm really getting woke to a lot of the things happening just on this planet in general. And yeah, this is just an update letting you guys know that me personally, I'm doing good. But California, I think, is done. I don't know if it'll ever get back to where it's supposed to be. I don't think it will. So, still plan on leaving when I obviously fix it. Not fix. Get everything together over here, and I'll keep you guys updated. But yeah, there's very little to no opportunity. You got to work extremely hard now more than ever to get to where you got to get to. You know, people think, oh well, if I move here, it's the land of opportunity. No, you got to create your own opportunity to actually make it here, or else you'll just be one out of the 1 million. Actually, it's crazy. There was this lady at the library that I went to really focus and because there's like an outside portion of the library where usually no one's there. I just went there to collect myself, do some meditation, and this lady out of nowhere comes out of nowhere and just starts talking to me, and she's like, "Yeah, very chill lady, but very uh, kind of weird at the same time, just because I wasn't expecting that." But she comes up to me and she's like, yeah, and she looked like she was down in the dumps, and she said that just came up to me like that, handed me some of those gummy fruit candies or whatever. Um, I said, yeah, my life's hard, my life sucks because I'm going through a divorce. I don't get paid much. She said she was working as a caretaker, caregiver for old people, and she was actually she was living in a house with two other people. And she's like way older, like probably in her like 40s or something like that, or late 30s, and pretty much, yeah, middle-aged lady. And yeah, she just came up to me, started a conversation, and we really talked. And she said that her husband really fucked her up mentally, told her to not embrace technology because it's not gonna go anywhere. Just said a whole bunch of fake, weird ass shit to really throw her off her game in general, which I don't understand why people do that and why she would listen on top of that. But, and she said that she was really looking for somebody or not really looking for somebody, but she was really trying to get back into technology to try to create an online business because she said that the way the world is turning out is going to be in the future, excuse me. The rich people are the ones that are going to be the business owners and the people that are like investors and whatnot, and employees and people that are self-employed or well, pretty much employees. Uh, Most certainly will not have the opportunity to be rich in the future, and that really got me thinking. Like she's woke too. It just sucks that she's a lot older and she's woke a lot later, but she was aware of a lot of the bullshit going on in their life too. And that really got me thinking about the cash flow quadrant. Now we're here talking about that part. The cash flow quadrant, pretty much you have employees, self-employed, business owner, and then you also have investor. And I was looking, I was like, there's multiple ways to make money, multiple ways to make it in this world. And a lot of people, actually, I would say like good 80% of the world or more, depending on your own statistics, is my just my personal opinion. Um, Most of the world is employees. Um, that is very sad. If the world continues to be like that, there won't be enough jobs left. But then it got me also thinking, like, it's so difficult for somebody that doesn't have a correct direction or mentors or anything to really delve into business or investing or taking risks in general because of the way that the world is structured. Schools don't teach you what they're supposed to. Not that I'm saying that there's anything wrong with going to school. I mean, go to school if you're going to get a specialized degree, but if you want to start your own business, I'd definitely advise like mentorship if you can over going to school, because a lot of these teachers, they're employees. They do not have their own business. They're not that successful like that if they do, because they're still working as an employee. An employee to me, and to many others that are actually successful, is the bottom of the cash flow quadrant. You are the poorest person. You pay the most taxes. It is the gutter, and they advertise that because they don't want, because they pretty much it's capitalism. They want, and who do I mean by they? The rich, the people in power, control. They want to actually make sure that they can live off of the poor people and give them this false sense of hope that, a raise will make the difference, and it doesn't, because most of the time when you work overtime, it goes to taxes. You get taxed a lot. When you're an employee, you actually get taxed like, if you actually know some kind of accounting and you actually look through everything, and I do, it adds up. I'm not gonna go too far into depth on that, but it adds up. Next along the line, I would say is self-employment. Self-employment is good, but you have to. It's pretty much like you have to work really hard, and for not so much in return. What I mean by that is it's kind of complicated to explain, but pretty much, if you're self-employed, like you're pretty much like a freelancer, if you will. You got to go out and find your own clients and still work really hard for not crazy amounts of money like that. Sometimes if you get lucky, you can get good gigs though. The two best in the cash flow quadrant are business. You literally can just, with businesses, you barely pay taxes if you do everything correctly. Depending on how much your business makes, usually businesses grow if you do everything correctly. If they fail, you learn from it, and then you obviously grow. But usually they grow, so you're gonna also grow in money as well, over time. Compared to being an employee, you wait years for pennies, which again get thrown into taxes and are pretty much breadcrumbs to those companies. That's why they pay you almost nothing in promotion. But yeah, businesses and investors, obviously the richest people on the planet, some of the richest people on the planet, make millions. Businesses, like you start off, you can make your 5, then 6 and 7 figures, and it just keeps climbing. Investors, obviously the biggest risk takers, the biggest gamblers. But if you do things correctly, you're set for life. As an investor, you don't need to work anymore at all. You just do not. So it's phenomenal. I know this was kind of basic. I didn't want to make the video too long, but yeah, definitely cash flow quadrant is very important. I'm gonna go more in depth on that. I'm not trying to make the video too long, no longer than like 10 minutes or so. But the cash flow quadrant, I'll really go into detail on that later. This was just a short rant, story time. California sucks. Don't move here unless you want to struggle a lot, or pay a lot in taxes. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching again. Um, it's been such a blessing to start this channel. 2020, this channel is gonna be big. Thank you so much. Have a great excuse me. Have a great rest of your day, night, afternoon, wherever you're at. See you next one. Peace.